Skumma Geistkussen, what no? It's your boy Blazing Metal, the Raging Sun, the Blazing Star, right back with another one, you know what I'm saying? We are live, right back with another banger, you know the drill. You know the drill like a UK person, you know what I'm saying? Shout. Goddamn. Disconnected instantly. Already a weird ass beginning, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. But let me get situated, let me get right. Before we dive into that shit, it's your boy, the Raging Sun, the Blazing Star, right back with another one. It's your boy, shout to Open Third Eye Beats, man. It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Open Third Eye Beats, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, man. Before we get right into it, let me check my quality, because I don't trust shit per usual. Your boy has trust issues, you know what I'm saying? Your boy has severe trust issues. So let me double check with my broken ass phone. With my there we go, man. With my broken ass phone. With my broken ass phone. Your boy has trust issues, you know what I'm saying? Your boy has severe trust issues. So let me double check with my broken ass phone. With my there we go. LGBT barbecue ass phone. What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this, man? Broken ass phone, man. Broken ass phone. And I have PayPal. It's at Blazing Metal. Hold on a sec. I'll pull it up. I have PayPal. Oh, damn. My toothpick fell out. I have PayPal, but hold on a sec. I'll drop my PayPal. As a matter of fact, let me type it in the chat. Let me type my damn PayPal in the chat, man. What even is my PayPal? I don't even know myself. Hold on, I have to check. I don't even know my damn PayPal, man. That's fucked up, man. That's kinda fucked up, man. That's kinda fucked up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hold on a sec. Man, don't tell me I... Oh, there we go. Hurry! What the fuck? My phone's broken and shit. I can't see my own name. Where on earth is my PayPal? Man, I hate that shit. I hate when shit ain't working. I hate when shit ain't working. I hate when shit ain't working. As a matter of fact, give me 2 seconds. Because this is important. You know what I'm saying? This might be important. It's a 6 mellow 6. I'll write it in the chat. 6 mellow 6. I don't have Cash App because it's only a US exclusive thing. Cash App is not available in Europe. There we go. Now without further ado, without some tomfoolery, without goofing around, let's start straight into it. Man. Today we will talk about how you need to be fucking strong, man. Because life is all about putting yourself out there. Life is all about showing your ass. It's about showing your ass like an OnlyFans model. It's about expressing yourself. Not in the I seek attention type of way. Not in the I want attention. Not in the dick sucking for attention type of way. But life is all about showing yourself. It is revealing yourself. In some way, shape or form. Because you constantly have to externalize yourself in life. You just can't be an introverted person living inside of your basement, hoping things to gravitate into your space, you feel me? Life is all about putting yourself out there. Predominantly per social media nowadays. And by default, if you're out there, if you express yourself, if you're all out in the open, you leave yourself vulnerable. You leave yourself motherfucking vulnerable for all kinds of phenomenal ass things to happen. Vulnerable for opinions, vulnerable for people to, I don't know, I guess, talk shit about you. You make yourself vulnerable when you step out and be in life. You make yourself vulnerable when you put out the work, when you go out and go after what you want to go after. You make yourself vulnerable. But that shit is to be expected. I thought you want something. I thought you want to go after something. So making yourself vulnerable, via expressing yourself, via having yourself all out in the open. You know what I'm saying? It is a given. You have to be vulnerable in life. You have to be all out in the open in life. You just can't be protected 24/7 inside of your basement and just doing nothing, sitting on your ass all day, jerking off to furry porn or hentai or some weird ass bullshit like that. You have to make yourself vulnerable via expressing yourself, via putting yourself out there through whatever you're doing. People do so many things. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Cameron. People do so many things in life. People start businesses. People start YouTube pages. People ask somebody out. People confess their love. People are artists. People are so many things. But here's one thing people tend to neglect in life. You want things to come easy. You want things to be like peachy creamy and things to just come to me with no resistance. Things should just come to me with like the least amount of effort type shit. People have like a weird ass misconception about life in general. Because you're not supposed to feel comfortable 24/7. I don't know who fucked your head up. I don't know who fucked your minds up, but you're not supposed to be comfortable 24/7. See, uncomfort is like a sign of being in a new territory. And in life, you have to be constantly in new territories. You have to explore things. You have to do shit for the first time eventually in some way, shape or form. So it is normal to feel uncomfortable. It is normal to feel vulnerable. But this is what you have to pay as far as like the price. When it comes to going after something, when it comes to pursuing something, you have to pay the price of vulnerability. You have to kind of make that sacrifice of letting your guard down, to have your ego demolished, for the sake of expanding your spirit through doing something uncomfortable. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Yeah, boy, will be right back. Yeah, boy, will be right back. In life, nothing comes for free. Nothing comes for free. This ain't some Obamacare type of thing in life. Obamacare doesn't work in life. Welfare is not a thing in life. There are like risks 24/7. Everything is a risk. Everything is a risk. Obama won't have you back. I hate to break it to you. But Obama won't take care of you. Jesus won't take care of you. There is no such thing as insurance, spiritually speaking, in life. Because your stupid ass, your monkey ass, has to be vulnerable enough to even make the first step. To be seen in a weird light. To be seen as incapable. To be seen in so many different things. To truly initiate something. You see? You can't initiate something in life if you don't start. 1 + 1 = 2 type of knowledge, man. I know. But seriously. These berries be good as hell, man. Good as raspberries, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Fruits of thought. Fruits of life type shit. You feel me? But in all actuality, you have to get the bar rolling. You have to build up some momentum. And life is movement. And I don't know what you're thinking, but movement feels uncomfortable. Because movement is not all about maintaining one state of being 24/7. Life is movement, and life is uncomfortable. Because movement is like change 24/7, a change 24/7. And something which changes 24/7, such as life, is something which is not stable. It is like the basic definition of something which is not stable. It changes in form 24/7. Why do you think water is unstable? Because water changes its form 24/7. You have water in a cup, it changes its shape. You have water in the ocean, it changes its shape. You have water in a goddamn refrigerator, it changes its shape. You know what I'm saying? And this goes for life. Everything changes its shape 24/7. It's like man, that shit is hard to pronounce, man. Everything changes its shape 24/7. It's just life. It is how life is working. But what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Be a bitch? I'm too afraid to ask this bitch out. What you gonna do about it? Starting to tweak? Are you going to? I have no words, man. I have no words, man. Because people don't seek solutions. People don't like to initiate solutions in their life. They're just panicking and sinking in their panicking ass emotions without pursuing anything which makes sense. That shit is like life's nature, like the human nature, is not to seek any solutions. Yeah, that shit might be uncomfortable. Yeah, that shit might be making you nervous. Yeah, that shit might have you shitting your pants or something. Who knows? But what you gonna do about that shit? What the fuck are you going to do about that shit? This is like the $1 million question. This is like the 10,000 euro, dollar, yen type of question. What you gonna do about that shit? What the fuck are you going to do about that shit? Sit on your ass and shit on your pants? Sit on your ass and jerk off to some weird ass porn online? Sit on your ass and play Fortnite? That shit is not changing the goddamn issue you have inside of your heart. You get it? And life in and of itself is like war. You have to be constantly fighting. You have to be in a constant mode of goddamn pushing through, getting through, like being on top of your game, no homo boss. You have to be constantly on top in life. And that shit takes perseverance. That shit takes balls. It takes balls. It takes balls, man. It takes motherfucking balls, man. See, people have no balls, whether you're a man or female, you know what I'm saying? It's like beyond genders. It goes beyond genders. If you have no balls, you won't initiate shit in life. You will sit on your ass 24/7 wondering what might have happened, what could have been type shit. See, people are like great philosophers. People are like geniuses when it comes to having solutions for other people. But when it comes to practicing what you preach, when it comes to fixating your life, when it comes to changing your life, that's a whole different story. Yeah? That's a whole different story. One weird thing about people is, people have all the answers. They know everything, but when it comes to their life, they're not applying shit, man. It's like you could have an issue, and somebody next to you might be like, yeah, you need to do this. You need to put yourself in this situation. Yeah, you need to do this. Somebody turns into Einstein. Somebody turns into goddamn the biggest philosopher known to man. Somebody transforms into the biggest genius known to mankind when it comes to helping somebody else out. But when it comes to practicing what they preach, when it comes to fixing their own life, now they become retarded. Now everything flies out of the window. You know what I'm saying? It's like weird. It is weird. It is extremely weird. Everybody has the solution for everything. Everybody's like a philosopher when it comes to helping somebody else out with their issues. But when it comes to applying that shit in your life, now everything flies out the window. Now everything becomes obsolete. Now everything is like, I don't know what to do type shit, man. Y'all ain't about nothing, man. Y'all ain't about nothing, man. Y'all ain't about fucking nothing, man. And I don't know how this can even happen. How can it possibly be? How can that shit even be? When you see somebody, you have all the advice in the world. Yeah, you need to do this. Yeah, you need to put yourself in this situation. But when it comes to fixing your own life, now you become retarded. Now you have two brain cells. And one is saying I like to play Fortnite, and the other is saying I like to jerk off to furry porn or something. The fuck? It is weird, man. It is weird, man. When it comes to practicing what you preach, everybody turns stupid. No, I don't know. But when it comes to giving somebody else advice, now everybody's the thinker. Now everybody's a philosopher. Now everybody's on top of their game. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it, and I don't want to understand it, but it is what it is, man. It is weird. Let's just say so much. It is weird. It is, in fact, extremely weird, man. When it comes to stepping up your game, you turn retarded. But when it comes to helping somebody else out, now you like Jesus. Now you like, I don't know, resurrected. Now you become like an ascended master of the universe. Now you know everything. Yeah, I can help you out. Yeah, you need to do this. Man, I don't get that shit. I don't fucking get that shit. I don't fucking get that shit. But at the same time, I do understand that shit. It is like not practicing what you preach. It is not having faith in your own knowledge type shit. See? People believe everything outside of themselves. Obama said he will hit the greedy tomorrow at the Super Bowl. You believe everything outside of yourself. Obama says, yeah, that must be true. Jesus says, yeah, that must be true. Some YouTuber says, yeah, that must be true. Obama said he will make welfare goddamn free. Obama said he will help out my grandma tomorrow. Yeah, now you believe that shit. But when it comes to believing in your own self, believing in your own advice, you might be like, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I can really do this. I don't know if I can really make this work. Now you become like weird. Now you become like goddamn weak as hell, essentially. Which I don't understand, man. I don't fucking understand what the fuck is wrong with you. It is like everybody can do everything except you. You can help everybody except your own self. Everybody's also smart. Everybody's also wise. But when it comes to initiating something, nothing. Straight up nothing when it comes to initiating something in your life. Everybody has like big dreams, big fantasies, and big aspirations, but when are you actually going to step your boots on the ground and do something about that shit? You have also great opinions over somebody else, what somebody else have done. Now you play like Lord and Savior for somebody else's life and what somebody else have done. But when are you playing Lord and Savior for your own life? When are you dropping your nuts and starting whatever you wanting to start with? And this is like a good segue to dive into the title even more. If you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Let me repeat myself. You can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. You can't start something if you can't handle the repercussions. It is like you have to take the good with the bad, essentially. Gotta take the good with the bad. Smile with the sad. Love what you got and remember what you had type shit. You know what I'm saying? It is like you have to take everything negative as a price you're willing to pay in order to achieve what you want to achieve. You feel me? You feel me? Negativity is a given. Hate is a given. Embarrassment might be a given. It might be. It is not always that way, but problems are a given. Let's just keep it at that, man. Let's just keep it at that, man. Problems are a given in life. Everything causes a problem. Everything causes some sort of problem. But that shit is a given. Problems are a given in life. But what the fuck are you able to do about these problems? What are you going to do about these problems? This is like the main question you should focus yourself upon. You should have an eye on. What are you going to do about friction? What are you going to do about the insecurities? What the fuck are you going to do about you having a small dick and now you're like insecure to talk to females? What on earth are you able to do about this shit? This is what you need to focus on. Because life is all about problems. Damn near life is not life without a problem type shit. Everybody has some sort of problem, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you cannot be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. And you have to take that pain as some sort of price you're willing to pay. It is something you can be proud of, essentially, because it is like goddamn achieving a scar when you're like fighting somebody. It is like something which adds on to your courage. It is something which underlines your hard work. It underlines your willingness to be out in the open and to just be brave. To pursue what you want to pursue, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. So life is all about people talking in a weird way, people pointing fingers, but don't even be worried about people. Fucking don't be even worried about people, because people who talk bullshit, they themselves have nothing going on. Nobody who truly has something going on is talking bullshit. You only see people who talk bullshit, which I meant to say, people only talk bullshit. People only start to point fingers when they ain't got shit going on themselves. Somebody who's lazy as hell. Somebody who's jerking off 24/7. Somebody who's beating their meat 24/7. Somebody who's like a gold medalist at winning the jerk off Olympics. They might talk shit 24/7. They might be in flaming mode 24/7. They might be in talking shit and hating mode 24/7. But I guarantee, somebody who has something going on, somebody who has something like actually built in their life, somebody who's pursuing something in his or her life, they have no time to talk shit. They have no energy to talk shit, if you get what I'm saying. They don't talk shit. It is only people who ain't shit who talk shit. It is like self-reflection. Everything is self-reflection in life. Everything is self-reflection in life, man. Somebody who ain't shit will talk like they ain't shit. Somebody who ain't shit talk like people ain't shit. And self-reflection is like a given in life. Everybody self-reflects. Everybody self-reflects. Nobody's truly unbiased. Nobody is truly neutral towards things. Everybody self-reflects, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for instance, somebody who had a girlfriend and his girlfriend was cheating on him 24/7. He projects his insecure natures on future relationships. Back in my day, my girl got 10,000 back shots by 10,000 refugees. But what if my next girl will have 10,000 refugees in her asshole at 24/7? Oh, see, people self-reflect 24/7. People have no choice, almost, to project their misery onto others. You know what I'm saying? So don't even be bothered about people. Don't even think about people. Don't even take people as something worth to be recognized. something which is credible. You know what I'm saying? It is in fact uncredible. Opinions are uncredible. Because opinions only come from people who ain't doing shit anyways. I mean, you're telling me you have all the time in the world to talk shit about somebody, but you yourself ain't doing shit? Now that's kind of funny, man. That's kind of funny, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because everybody has opinions, but nobody has like diligence to do something. Yeah, people who have like a shit ton of time in their hands, they don't do shit. People who have like too much freedom, too much free time, yeah, they ain't doing shit. So best believe they will fulfill their time with bullshit. It is like no escape almost to this issue. You have so much time on your hands. You have so much freedom, and everybody fulfills their time. Everybody has time and everybody fulfills their time. And people who ain't productive, people who ain't doing shit, they talk about others who are doing shit. They talk about others who are like actually putting their boots on the ground and being productive, being somebody, you know what I'm saying? But they themselves sit on their ass and just talk about people. Which is fucking crazy. At that point, who gives a fuck about your opinion? Who gives a fuck about what you have to say, man? I mean, like, the internet is full of people who make themselves important. The internet is full of people who have like the weird idea of their opinion being something which is valuable with no good foundation behind that shit. The internet is like a gate. It is like a gateway for people who try to be important based on just talking about their opinions. But I think this and this. But I think I think this, I think that, and they try to be famous based on their opinions. Man, I don't give a fuck. Who are you, man? Who the fuck are you, man? Man, who on earth are you to talk, man? What the fuck? See, you can't make yourself important based on just having opinions. That shit is something which comes when you're like already famous. When you're already famous, then you might be in a position to just talk about your feelings and whatnot, because people already give a fuck about you, based on the thing you was producing, via your gift or your talent and whatnot. But, if you are somebody who has nothing going on, no videos on your page, no productivity on your page, no creativity on your page, no business, whatever on your page, guess what, shithead? Nobody will give a fuck about you. Nobody will give a fuck about you. Nobody will, especially as a man. Because it is common for men nowadays, for some strange reason, to go on social media and to just talk about their feelings, and just talk about their opinion. But I feel like this, man. Who gives a Fred's flying ass, man? I don't give a Fred's flying ass, man. You have to truly have something to offer as a man to be even in a position to talk about your feelings and expect people to care about that shit. I mean, for an instance, look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has something to offer. Good music skills. Hence, Michael Jackson is able to talk about himself because people will give a fuck about Michael Jackson because he has something to offer. But imagine you give a phone to your local bum down the street and he talks about his feelings and nothing more, nothing less. Who on earth will watch his YouTube channel? Hi guys! Today I think the crack prices are astronomically high. Hi guys! Today I made 10 cents by just being a beggar down the street. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a rat's flying ass, man? Who gives a rat's flying ass, man? See, don't make yourself important if you have nothing important to show. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't get any simpler than this, man. It doesn't get any simpler than this. If you have nothing important to say, don't make yourself important. It is motherfucking crazy nowadays. It is motherfucking crazy nowadays. It is extremely crazy nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Why do you make yourself important? Why you have nothing which is able to be seen as important in the first place? You feel me? Such as just talking about your feelings. But I think this. But in my opinion, Obama should do this. But in my opinion, they should teach the greedy to first graders. Man, who gives a fuck about your opinion, man? Who gives a red's flying ass? Everybody has an opinion, but we don't want to be on YouTube, and we don't want to see your goddamn opinion, you know what I'm saying? People are just not that important. But anyways, let's just dive into some more noble and spiritual, miracle and whatnot natures, man. Let's just stick a little bit more to the title. Which is, well, that point was actually conducive to the title, but let's just stick to the title even more, in a more direct way. I mean, I'm kinda high, man, and I'm kinda enjoying this. Raspberries too much, man. Yeah, boy was smoking too much before I make this live stream. I have like the munchies. Yeah, boy has the goddamn munchies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy has the munchies. Yeah, boy's on his munch type shit. You know what I'm saying? No ice spice. Yeah, boy's munching no ice spice. You know what I'm saying? Soft ass raspberries. Alright. No more raspberries. No more raspberries. Where's my water at? There we go. Having a live mukbang live on stream, man. You know what I'm saying? Having a live mukbang right on stream, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But let's just talk about something else. See? When you are like me, when you are a content creator, you're already vulnerable. What may people think about me in my environment? Hi guys, I'm making YouTube. What might people think about me? You automatically make yourself vulnerable. So you already have to be like a strong enough person to handle opinions of others, because others are not always sweet talking. Others are not always reciprocative and conducive to what you got going on. Maybe somebody thinks you're utterly stupid. Maybe somebody thinks you're like extremely cringe for making videos online and whatnot. But who gives a damn? As I was previously saying, people who talk shit about others, they themselves have nothing going on in their own life but talking shit about other people. So don't even take them serious. But this is life. People will talk shit. People will bullshit and label their bullshit as so important. People have opinions towards you and make these opinions their whole life. Yeah, my whole life is just having opinion on XYZ, and they make that opinion the whole life. See, it is like if you are a person, you attract leeches who revolve the whole life purpose based on just talking shit about you. You feel me? And it never really fails. It never fucking fails. If you are somebody of some sort of importance, talking about characteristics, not about some online cloud chasing type shit. If you are somebody who is in some way important, spiritually speaking, you yourself make yourself liable to people who ain't shit. Because if you are the shit, you attract people who ain't shit. Let me check something. Okay. Investigation over. Do I look good? Yeah, no, I'm saying on my Leo shit. You know what I'm saying? On my Leo shit. Is my jewelry alright? Is my jewelry sitting? Everything into place. Yeah, everything is in place. You know what I'm saying? I got the goddamn beads out. I got the goddamn rings out. I got the goddamn beads out on the right. I got my goddamn earrings out. You know what I'm saying? We straight and beautiful in this bitch. We straight and beautiful in this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? But you make yourself vulnerable to have people in your space which revolve the whole life purpose by just talking about you upside down 24/7. And Lord forbid that these type of people have some sort of social media traction. Because the next thing you know, somebody who ain't shit with like a lot of followers is talking shit about you. And here we go. You can't be in the kitchen without tolerating the heat, without being strong enough to handle the heat, you know what I'm saying? You can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. And the heat is everywhere. The heat is goddamn life itself. Life itself is heat. Life itself is a battle. Life is a goddamn battle. And you need to fight. That is if you value your life. If you value your life, you need to fight. If you value your life, you need to be strong. Even if you like a female, this goes beyond some motivational talk for like men or some. I'm talking to everybody. Even my audience is like mainly female. At least YouTube Analytics is saying I have more females than men watching. So this goes for everybody. Male and females, you know what I'm saying? If you value your life, you have to be strong in some way, shape or form. You have to be strong. You have to say it like you read it, man. You have to say it like you read it. You have to be strong. Yeah, type shit, man. You have to be strong. You know what I'm saying? You have to be strong. Because heat is inevitable. Friction is inevitable. Bullshit is inevitable. Sweet talkers and hateful talkers are inevitable. Opinions are inevitable. But it is not all about avoiding opinions. It is more all about being strong enough to handle opinions, even if they ain't so nice, you know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. Even good opinions can be like a burden, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't like attention so much. I don't like to be in everybody's faces so much. Yeah, guys, I do this. Oh my god, this. Okay, I'm tripping. See, I thought this bigger spider returned, which is like my arch nemesis. Don't let me talk about that shit. Don't let me talk about that shit. Don't let me talk about that shit. Don't let me get started. But you need to have discernment. I meant to say. Even good things can be bad, such as attention. I don't know about y'all, but personally, I don't like attention. I'm a very low-key type of person sometimes. At least with like my business and what I've got going on, you know what I'm saying? I don't include people based off being geeked and like happy to just show off what I'm doing online. Guys, look at this! Guys, look at this! I made music today! I made a drawing today! I made a live stream today! I'm not like that shit, because I genuinely don't like attention, because people nowadays ain't worth to be included in your circle anyways. I don't like to mix with people who ain't productive, and nobody's productive in my goddamn environment. In my environment, nobody's productive except for me, so I don't like to mix and mingle with people. I stay to myself. I'm on my grind, basically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy is on his grind. Yeah, boy is on his grind, so I don't like to include a lot of people, because people are lazy, and I don't like lazy people, and I'm the only person in my real life who is not lazy, who actually got something going on, you feel me? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, good things can also be bad, such as having too much attention, because all attention is not good attention. You're hearing this from a goddamn Leo himself. From the horse's mouth, man. You're hearing this from the horse's mouth, from the lion's mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Wee! My dick is huge! Me! You know what I'm saying? I'm half man, half animal for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Sagittarius. I'm half horse, half man for a reason. Man on my upper body and horse on my lower body because of a horse cock, you know what I'm saying? Half man, half horse for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know the drill, man. Half man, half horse for a reason. My lower body's built like a horse and my upper body's built like a man, you feel me? Horse dick and manly torso. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? But seriously though, not all attention is good attention, because people ain't shit, and who said you need to include people in your life? Especially if people ain't as productive as you, or even if they don't got shit going on at all, which is like the case most often than not. People don't have shit going on at all. They go home, what do? Guys, not scrolling 10,000 hours, yeah. And these be the first people to talk shit about you. Oh, what you got going on? You look so cringe. Stop that shit, because they're essentially self-reflecting. They are like jerking off to furry porn 24/7, so they are self-reflecting their insecurities based on you. Man, you can't do that shit, man. We want, but what? Let me tell you something. Everything is cringe until it's successful. Everything is like ridiculous, cringe, outrageous and whatnot until it gains traction. So people will switch up anyways when you have views, when you have like credentials and like status and whatnot. Everything is cringe until you have millions of views, thousands of views, and quadruple of views. So don't even bother me. Don't even bother. People don't give a fuck about you like that. They only give a fuck about what you're able to attract. You get it? And they want what you attract if you're like a person who's productive yourself. They want what you attract. They don't want you. They could give a rat's flying ass about you. They just care about what you obtained. You get it? Because they themselves lack attraction. Attraction not as in having good looks. Good looks included, but attraction is like something which is a quality. Attraction is a quality. And attraction is able to bring things to you. And this is what people want most often than not. They don't want to care about you. They just care about what you have, especially like as a man. Even like as a female, because you know what I'm saying, guys are weird. Guys only care about fucking and that's it. Most often than not everybody of course. yeah boy, it sounds like a white girl, man. My ass sounds like a white girl, man, but you know what I meant to say. But the gist of it all is people don't give a fuck about you. They just give a fuck about what you're able to maintain or like obtain, rather. So people are leeches. They can't obtain something because they lack attraction. They can't be on YouTube and be liked for their character, so they leech based on your platform. They say you got shit going on, you got likes going on, you got people liking your shit going on. Like beyond likes, like liking as in, yeah, I like what you're doing, like, validation type shit. They see you are able to maintain and obtain some sort of attraction by just being yourself on YouTube, for an instance, to just stick to the YouTube example. And they could never be like this. They could never hop on YouTube and gain attraction. Hence, they try to leech on you. But they don't care about you. They care about what you're able to obtain. Yeah, they just care about what you're able to obtain. They don't give a rat's flying ass about you. They never gave a rat's flying ass about you. They only care about what they are like able to obtain based on your platform. Especially if you're like a big individual online. Especially if you have like a lot of traction online, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I have 24%, you know what I'm saying? My phone is charged. Ooh, that shit had to come out, man. I don't like how I look in my chat because this light is making me kind of look blurry. See, I have a sharp camera. I don't have no Obama phone, I have like a Galaxy S24. So don't think I have cheap quality, you know what I'm saying? Don't do me dirty like that. Don't think I have an Obama phone. It's just this goddamn light. This light is making me look blurry as hell. This light ain't shit, man. It's like some weird old ass. Come on, flip. It's like some weird ain't shit ass light. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is this, man? Looks like the goddamn sun, man. Looks like shit is about to explode or something. Some goddamn World War II type of light bulb. You know what I'm saying? But who gives a fuck? Who gives a rat's flying ass? Talking about giving a rat's flying ass. People don't give a rat's flying ass about you. So don't make things personal. Just link with people who do the same shit which you are doing. If you are doing music and you're like a diligent musician, only link with diligent musicians. If you're like a diligent content creator, only link with diligent content creators. It is super easy. It is not hard to understand. But people still don't practice what they preach. My hair's like messy. I was walking through the rain. Don't think I'm like oily or something. It's wet. My hair's wet, not oily. My hair's goddamn wet. Wet as hell. Because it's raining outside and I just got home. So I look like a goddamn mess. What the fuck? I need a haircut. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy needs a fresh fade, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna motherfucking lie, man. I ain't gonna motherfucking lie, man. Alright, we're straight. So yeah, don't get the game fucked up. Do not get the game fucked up, man. People never give a fuck about you. They only give a fuck about what you're able to attract. Such as money, compliments, bitches, or like if you're female, other men, compliments from men, the male gaze, I guess you being able to be productive, you know what I'm saying? They only give a fuck about what you're able to maintain and obtain. So never make it personal. Never make it personal with people. They themselves are about nothing. And one thing you shouldn't do is raise somebody mentally speaking. Do not put somebody on. Do not raise somebody's mind. If they ain't shit, let them be a shit. Because if you raise them, and by the grace of God, now they have attention, because of you raising them, they start to become a monster. Yeah, I did this on my own volition. I did this because of me. I did this because of me. And they start to compete with you now. Now they start to think they're better than you. You know what I'm saying? So if you see somebody, let them be unproductive. Let them be lazy. Let them be a shit. Because if you make them glorious, they start to become a monster. They start to be like a damn asshole towards you. Because now they think everything they have done is because of their own capabilities. But it is actually not. It is actually not. It is actually not. So be careful. Be motherfucking careful. Don't raise people. Let them be in their misery. Don't help people. Let them be in their misery. Because you can't put a fish out of the ocean. It goes like this, man. It goes like motherfucking this, man. And besides that, you can't help somebody who's not helping themselves anyways, on their own volition. It is of no use. Yum, 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 yum. You can't help people who are not helping themselves anyways. But ask yourself one question. Why are you even helping people? Because a lot of times, people who help other people as like some sort of savior complex, they themselves have internal issues which they try to cope with via helping somebody else out. When you see somebody who's playing curator 24/7, who's playing, yeah, I'm helping you 24/7, they themselves have issues. They themselves need something to cope with. They themselves have undealt problems to solve. Because people who help people have often hidden motivations, most often than not. Somebody who's overly helping somebody else has like the weird intention of trying to gain some sort of praise subconsciously. It is like some sort of trauma people have. When you see somebody who's helping people 24/7, like in an extreme way, with a lot of pandering, a lot of care, a lot of consideration, to an extreme level, they try to self-reflect and cope with them not having any help, with them having nobody to lean on type shit. Now they seek help. It is like some sort of issue they have. Almost like a mother complex. Well, how do they call this? How do they call this? Mommy issues, I guess. Some faggot shit, man. It is like having mommy issues, some faggot issues, man. Some zesty ass issues, man. Man, my hair's a mess, I ain't gonna lie, man. So don't mind me fixing myself. I'm a goddamn Leo. I'm a Leo. Leo son, Leo Mars, you know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness though, damn, what the fuck? No, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on a sec. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Fresh again. What I'm saying. So, as I was saying, 2 seconds ago, now I can't see my chat. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back, part 2. Okay, I still can't see my chat. Well, now I can. Now I can see my chat. Yeah! Shout out to my chat, man. Shout y'all out, man. Shout out to my chat. Yay! But I was saying, before I was dipping 10,000 times in a row, people who help other people way too much have internal issues of wanting to be less lonely. Because everything is self-reflection. You try to fix others 24/7 because you need fixing in your own house, in your own heart, in your own ass. You need fixing your own self. This is why you go out and fix others 24/7, because you can't fix your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So, I keep forgetting my goddamn points. I'm retarded today. Hold on a sec. Yeah. I was saying people who fix others 24/7 are like self-reflecting. They never had any help in their life, and now they just try to play that role for others. But it is not all bad. Like, positively, you become a teacher yourself. If you never had any guidance, you become either very damaged or like a teacher yourself. Let me repeat myself. If you have no help in your life, you either become a teacher yourself or you become extremely damaged. And when you are extremely damaged, one sign of that manifestation could be you running around trying to help everybody, trying to fix everybody, trying to be overly nice towards everybody because you still haven't coped with nobody helping you. You still haven't truly took care of the issue of nobody giving a fuck about you when you needed help type shit. Now you run around trying to fix everybody, even if people don't need help. And it's like a weird archetype I've observed in my life because I'm a Cancer rising artist. I've seen such people all my life, man. I've seen it over and over and over again. People trying to help people who don't even need help, but they still insist of trying to help them, which is like rooting. It is like rooting. It is rooted in an issue in their own heart. They never really received help, and now they're trying to overcompensate by giving others help. See, if you lack something, it is like having too much of that shit. It can play out like this sometimes. If you have no confidence, you might scream the loudest. You might be like the loudest gorilla in the room. Oh, I could beat anybody's ass. I'm like the greatest. Now you're like screaming the loudest because you never had any confidence. You get it? If you don't have something, it is like equivalent to have. It is almost like equivalent to having too much of it. So as weird as it sounds, as contradictory as it sounds, it is like a stellium in astrology. When you have too much of that energy, you tend to go overboard. But if you lack a certain energy, you also go overboard. Shout out to Tunnel of Vision. Tunnel of Vision said, those are walking pieces of... Damn, my phone is broken. I can't see, my phone is broken. Petrified wood. Exactly. Walking pieces of petrified wood. You also said it's like going so far left, you go right. Three, yeah, exactly. Very good analogy. Very good analogy. It is like if you go the opposite way, you will turn around eventually because everything is a sphere. Everything is a round sphere. Everything is like a ball. No homo balls. Everything is like a ball. You go left, 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 left. Eventually, you will end up right. You go right, 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 right. Eventually, you will turn up left. And it's not about not going left and not about going right. It is about knowing what you're doing. You don't need to go extremely left because you will end up being extremely right. And you don't need to be extremely right because you will end up being extremely left. And it's like this, man. A big... Yeah, oh my god. PTSD. Oh, PTSD. Flashbacks, flashbacks, flashbacks. It is flashback time for your boy. It is flashback time for your boy. The person I am. I saw a lot of people being damaged when it comes to having a lack of confidence, a lack of, I guess, balls, a lack of character. I saw a lot of people in my life based on the person I am, beyond me being a Leo, beyond me being a healthy Leo. I saw a lot of people in my life who had issues with their confidence, with their character, with their individuality. And since they was interacting with me, everybody is like picking up on things subconsciously. People pick up things subconsciously, even if they're not aware of who you are. And when you are somebody who is like already, let's just stick to my example. If you are somebody who is fixed and healed with characteristics, you have no issues with your individuality. You have no issues with your confidence. You have no issues with this, that, and a third. You attract people who have an issue with that shit. And people will pick up how healed you are, for the lack of better words. But let's stick to my example. I saw a lot of people who had insecurity issues, as far as like lacking confidence, having no character, not having the courage to speak up, yada yada yada. And these people went extreme with being egotistical. They went extreme with being loud. No pun intended, beyond me being always loud, but this is like who I am. They went extreme with like trying to be like the brightest star in the room. And this is like what Tunnel Vision was referring to. They went extremely extreme with one energy. In this case, they went extremely extreme for being the most loudest and the most confident person in the room. The most egotistical and dickhead person in the room. Just for them to end up being super relatable. Just for them having to apologize because they was like in their ego too much. Just for them to end up having to say sorry to everybody for being a dickhead. You see? If you go extreme, you will end up where you started eventually. And it is cringe. I made like a video not too long ago, like a live stream, saying that you need to know your place. You need to know your place. You need to know what type of person you are and what you're capable of. If you're like insecure and you're not able to have like a confident type of mask, a confident type of persona about yourself, don't try to pick up that persona because it's too heavy. It is something you can't maintain and you will crush up under its weight. And now you will look phony. Now you will be exposed as something you ain't. This is like a crash out everybody had to experience in Scorpio season. Everybody saw how phony you are because you was picking up a character you can't even play. It is like you are like assigning to play a very emotional role while you are not able to act out in emotions. So this is like cringe. It ends out turning to be very cringe as a look because people see that you have to apologize and you have to be honest right now. See people who lie 24/7 pretending to be something they ain't. At some time in their life they have to be honest. And now it becomes very cringe for them. Now it becomes very stingy for them. Now it becomes very type for them because they was upholding a lie all their life. They was upholding something they ain't all their life. Now they have to apologize. Yeah guys, I'm sorry. I'm actually not this. I apologize. See? Somebody who's apologizing is somebody who can't uphold their role. You feel me? So don't, like the whole morality of my preaching session is, don't act out something you can't maintain. Don't pick up heavy weights if you're skinny, mentally speaking, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Tunnel Vision, you said Cancer risings are some of the smartest fuckers, in my opinion. Having a Sag in the 6th house, cause my phone is broken, I can't read. Cause y'all actually care about where you put your vessel, therefore you. Yeah. Personally, I've never really met any Cancer Risings, so I can just self-reflect in my real life. But Cancer Risings are like people who are like very calculated with coming across a certain way. But I might just be self-reflecting even more because I have a Scorpio South Node and my Cancer Rising is in the Scorpio type of decam. But Cancer Risings, by default, might manifest emotional intelligence and like having a reading the room type of abilities. Hence you're saying like we like smart motherfuckers, man. Shout you out, man. You also said this is why I called them petrified wood. That tree of life dried up, yet they still wanna rock out. Yeah! Exactly, man. They're trying to be juiced up, or they're like drier than a raisin. But they try to act like some sort of glorious character online. And they're always doing too much. They are always doing too much. It never fails. They are always doing too much. They're always doing way too much, and it is evident. It is very evident. It is extremely evident. Because it doesn't even take a lot of intelligence to peep somebody who's doing too much. It is like somebody who's laughing at their own joke, but nobody else is laughing. They're like cracking some shit, they're praising themselves, but nobody is seeing how it is worth of even getting praise type shit. But to make it all a roundabout, to make it all like tied to my original point of this live stream. You can't be in the kitchen if you can't maintain or like, what was I saying? What was my title? Yeah, you can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. You can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. You can't play a character which you can't maintain. You can't play a character which you don't embody truly. Because everything will bite you in your ass. Everything will come and give you one severe back shot. Your whole creation will give you one severe back shot. Sooner or later, because everything is around. Everything is a sphere. So you're just fucking your own ass. You're just sticking your dick in your own ass, essentially. It is like the snake which is eating itself. But in this case, it is like the dick which is shoving up on its own ass. You know what I'm saying? You're like fucking yourself up essentially anyways. You're sticking your own dick in your own asshole essentially anyways, and you're giving your own self back shots. You're making your own self butthurt. You're making your own self salty and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But it's a spiritual thing, beyond some goofy ass expression. It is a spiritual thing. It is a spiritual thing. You said it's abandonment, trauma, scared to be worthless. Exactly. Scared to be worthless is like a big thing for a lot of people. Which is like also something I always address. The importance of being honest. The importance of being naked in character. Of being an honest person, you know what I'm saying? Even though I tend to lie a lot, but that's a different story. I don't lie for human reasons, but we don't talk about me for this. We don't talk about me. See, when you are honest, you're not even in this game me and Tunnel Vision were talking about. Like everything me and Tunnel Vision were just discussing. You don't even have to deal with that shit because you are honest. When you are honest, you don't care about maintaining some character. You don't care about being seen a certain way, to make it cliche, to talk about it in very stupid and dry words. You don't care about being seen. You don't care about being liked. You don't care about being a certain way. You don't care about views. You can have 4 viewers and still be consistent every day because you're honest. It is honestly you. And to be honest, it's a spiritual thing. It is having no hidden intention. It is not having any secret motives. This is honesty 101. Not having a secret desire. Not having a secret urge. A secret wish about yourself. You just are. You just are. You just are. And you leave it at that. You don't care about being seen in a weird way. You don't care about having 2 views and 3 likes like I have right now. You don't care about being like judged. And nothing. Being honest appears to be like you're being weak right now because you have to reveal yourself. It is like a big contradiction. Being honest might be interpreted as you being weird. I meant to say you being weak. But being honest is like the biggest strength. Because those who lie are truly weak. And those who are honest are truly strong. It is like everything's in reverse. In the spiritual type of world, which is not a word, within yourself, yeah, let's just keep it at that, man. Let's just keep it at that, man. Within yourself, you need to be strong to let shit go. which is contradictory from a physical perspective, because you don't need to be strong to let shit go physically. You need to be strong to hold on to shit. But internally speaking, you need to be strong to let shit go. This is like honesty 101. Letting everything go, which is like a secret intention, which is like wired around you obtaining something from the world. It is not easy to do for a lot of people. Because, as we were saying, they like to be seen as something they ain't. They like to have attention based on something they can't embody. I was talking with a homie about this today when we was like chilling outside. Rather, I was talking about this. I was initiating this point. It is like millionaires tend to have like aura, like people have to say. Like a millionaire has so much aura. Somebody who's rich, oh, he has so much aura. He's so glamorous. Oh my god, oh my god. There's Elon Musk. Oh my god. But it is like fake. People have like fake auras. People have like fake shine about themselves because they use objects to shine. They use third dimensional things such as status, money, being seen a certain way, associations, titles to shine, which is backwards. Even from an astro POV. They use some sort of Saturn quality for their Leo energies, which don't mix. If you are like just in a world of you just wanting to shine, Saturn is of no use. You having 10,000 credentials about yourself, like money, yada, 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 and whatnot, is not helping you shine as an individual. It is an external thing. And life is an inside job. Life is an inside job. You being a shiny person, for the lack of better words, is an inside job. You don't take external credentials and say, now I shine. Hey guys, I'm rich, now I shine. Hey guys, I'm Jeff Bezos, now I shine. Hey guys, I'm Donald Trump's son, now I shine. It is not like that shit. Saturn has nothing to do with the whole goddamn scheme of being a true individual. In simple words, money can save you from being a lame. Status can save you from being a lame. But you might deceive people into thinking you are somebody now. Oh my god, 10,000 views, I guess he must be a great musician. Oh my god, 10,000 likes, I guess he's like a great spiritual teacher, you see? It is like this status is deceiving people from actually looking at the person per se. You know what I'm saying? But let me read my chat. Shout out to Xeno Vision once again. You said, it's a genie bottle or fake. I can't read, my phone is broken, man. My phone is it's like broken, man. I dropped that shit. Is a genie bottle or fake? Or man, I hate this one. It's a genie bottle or fake simulation of what control actually is. Self-sabotage. Yeah, pretty much. Because control is not all about conducting the external world. And now you feel safe and sound to act out. Control is abandoning control. As ridiculous as it sounds. You even made like a tweet about this shit once on Twitter. You even said something like, I try to remember. Yeah, you said that those who see control don't have control, which is like conducive to this point. Those who see control don't have control. And control is often misunderstood as something which should be gathered through external means. As I was saying earlier, or like 2 minutes ago. People tend to use external objects as something to cover up their internal lackings. Yeah, I have 10,000 downloads. I have $10,000. Yeah, I have 10,000 views to cover up something on the inside. To put like a shade on something on the inside. To just distract on the internal lacking. And it's like fake control, as you were saying. It is like fake control because true control doesn't even exist. Control is not existing in the way people portray as it is. People portray control as having dominion over something outside of yourself. But this is like made up, that's a fantasy. You can never have control of something outside of yourself. You can only have control. I'm retarded, what was I saying? Yeah, you can only have control based on something within yourself. You are the only thing you can truly control. If you want to feel like this, you feel like this. But you can't make your mama feel like this. Talking about yourself, you can feel happy right now. You have complete dominion and control over that. But externally speaking, you can make somebody feel a certain way. You can make somebody think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It is like all fake. It is all bullshit. It is all made up, essentially. It is all made up, essentially. Control is having the ability to not be a slave to your urges. I'm a Pluto moon. My moon conjuncts Pluto in Sagittarius. Control is simply the ability to have enough freedom and enough strength and wisdom to have enough capabilities to change how you feel and think in an instant. If you want to go after something and you feel nervousness, you diminish nervousness, you extinguish nervousness. This is what control looks like, having dominion over your own world. But you can't have dominion over the external world. It is like weird because people in rulership only feel safe when everything is like a play doh for them, when everything is like a pawn for them. People in rulership only feel safe when they can control everything, which is weird. It is like cheating in a video game. You turning on creative mode and you having all the access. It is like cheating in a video game. You being like in God mode and now you're like beating the final boss, which is like disingenuous. You're not supposed to cheat in life. You're not supposed to goddamn move the external world like that. This is like cheating. This is like something which is disingenuous. Life wouldn't be life if things were difficult. Life wouldn't be life if you had no issues. As weird as it sounds, as traumatically as it sounds, man. But life is not life without problems. As I was saying way back in this live stream. Problems are everywhere. Life is not life without opposition. So ask yourself one thing. You just can't expect things to be peachy creamy 24/7. You can't expect things to go smoothly 24/7. You feel me? You can't expect things to be like a given. You can't expect things to work out easily. People will talk shit. People try to get in your way. People try to kill your character. People try to talk shit about you, and they try to make the whole personality about talking shit about you. You know what I'm saying? But this is life. That shit is life. And that's just life. People will remain people. And you shouldn't be bothered about controlling people. Because you can't. You just motherfucking can't. And why would you? Why would you even control somebody? That's like stupid. That's like made up and nonsensical. That is like extremely nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? Everything you need is nothing. Let me repeat myself. Everything you need is nothing, baby. I have 0 scripts, 0 plans, but I still make YouTube videos. I still make my live streams, which are like still enjoyable, at least for me. I still enjoy what I'm doing. Because I don't need, period. I made a post like on TikTok the other day in which I was saying no need for needs. No need for needs. No need for needs, ladies and gentlemen. No need for needs, ladies and gentlemen. No need for needs. Because subconsciously, somebody who needs 24/7 is like making excuses. Yeah, I need a flat screen until I can play like my video games. I need a better microphone until I can make music. I need a better phone until I'm able to make goddamn live streams. Which is like stupid. You don't need shit. You don't need shit. People who say they need more to start are like subconsciously afraid to even start in the first place. You get it? And now, their subconscious mind manifests things to put in front of their life, which are saying, yeah, you can do this. 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 Why? Because they internally feel like they cannot do that shit. Hence, they need. Period. If you feel like you can do shit, you need. It's as simple as that, man. Let me repeat myself because this is profound. If you feel like you can do shit, you need. Period. You fucking need. You fucking need. So the root of this issue is like your own inability to have belief about yourself. As cliche and white girly as it sounds, yeah, just believe in yourself. Yeah, all you need is to believe in yourself. Yeah, you heard that shit a million times, but why is nobody practicing what they preach? If you are hearing simple sentences which are helping your life 24/7, why do you still have issues? Why do you still have issues if you have the answers in front of you 24/7 by some random white girl on Instagram Reels, on TikTok Live, on YouTube Live? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I seriously don't get it. There is so much information out there which you don't even need in the first place. But nobody lacks wisdom, I'm convinced. Nobody lacks intelligence. Which is like debate, I know, but nobody lacks know-how. You know what I'm saying? Initially, everybody has know-how. Everybody knows how to change their life. Everybody knows they are ruining their life. Yeah, my jerk-off addiction is ruining my life, I know. Yeah, my snorting crack addiction is ruining my life. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me beating my meat 10,000 times per day is ruining my life. Yeah, I know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows, but nobody's doing because... Shout out Saint Uno. Shout out Saint Uno. He was saying something which is stuck in my head, which I truly resonate with. He was saying, knowing better is not doing better. Doing better is doing better. Which is true. Knowing better does not mean you're doing better. Everybody knows better. Everybody knows better not to jerk off 20,000 times per day. Everybody knows better to just not watch Kai Cenat 24/7. Everybody knows better, but who's doing better? Nobody. So knowing better is not doing better. You know what I'm saying? You have to be strong to do better. You have to drop your balls to do better. You know what I'm saying? You have to drop your damn balls. You have to drop your balls. And guys, don't mind me being schizophrenic, like scanning my environment 24/7, because let me open up. Let me vent. Let me reveal my biggest fear in life. I'm scanning my environment 24/7 like this. Like a security camera. I have like my Mercury in the third house. Because somewhere in this shed is a huge spider. Somewhere in this shed is like a tarantula. Somewhere in this shed there's a monster. But it keeps hiding. And it pops up like once per month. It reveals itself like once every 3 weeks. And I have like huge arachnophobia. Like arachnophobia is like the Greek word for like being afraid of spiders. Somewhere in this shed is like a monster. And we have legendary battles. 3 days ago, I saw that bitch. And that bitch was like as big as my goddamn hand. And I'm a grown ass man. It is like as big as my goddamn hand and I'm like 5'10" or something. I threw a chair at that bitch, but it survived. I deadass was throwing a chair at that bitch, but it still survived. So, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Where are you? As a matter of fact, please stay hidden. Please stay hidden. Please stay hidden. Please stay hidden. Oh my fucking god, man. Somewhere in this chat is like a monster. And we're not talking about my dick. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is motherfucking crazy. That shit is motherfucking crazy. But anyways, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. You can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. Stay strong. Stay strong. You can't be in the kitchen if you can't handle the heat. And life is all about heat. You know what I'm saying? Life is all about heat. Life is all about heat. Talking about heat. I was dropping an album not too long ago. Like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I was dropping an album. Check out my goddamn album. Talking about heat. Talking about heat. Yeah. Yeah. Life is all about heat. Life is all about handling heat. And thank God you're listening to a double fire sign. You know what I'm saying? But seriously though. I don't know what's wrong with people, but I'm always attracting damaged people. Who are too emotional to do anything. Who are too sucked in their emotions to do anything. And it just makes me... It doesn't make me upset, but it's like weird. It's cringing me out. It is extremely cringing me out, because how can you be a man? How can you have an Adam's apple? 2 balls in a dick. And you are afraid to do shit because you feel a certain way. I'm sorry. I'm motherfucking sorry, man. Because all my life, let me vent for a sec. Let me play out my Cancer rising natures. Let me vent for a sec. All my life I've been a teacher for people in my real life. Ever since I'm 11 years old. Ever since I'm 10 years old. Ever since I came out my mama's asshole. For some strange reason, I attract people who need emotional help. Who need a psychologist or something. who need a goddamn teacher, for the lack of better words. Ever since I came out my mama's asshole, I attract people who need help. Nothing wrong with that shit, but hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, you know what I'm saying? And people are just way too emotional to even receive any help. They don't even want help, they just want somebody who's catering to their insecurities. Because anytime I was actually helping, I was actually dead ass, I was actually calling out their bullshit, all I received was, oh, you're so mean, ah. And I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. I crashed out on somebody not too long ago because this is just unbearable. Anytime I was direct, anytime I was like calling out their bullshit, all I received was, you're being too mean. But I'm trying. Yeah, I know you since 4 years. I know you since 5 years. But how are you still in the same insecurity I met you with? Sometimes I regret having a Cancer rising. Sometimes I regret having a Cancer rising, but it is what it is. But oh, thank God I'm no Cancer, Sun or Moon, man. Oh my fucking God. I don't think or feel like a Cancer rising. It's just my shell. It's just my face. It's just my face. I'm a fake Cancer. I'm no Cancer at all. Actually, it's just my house. It's not my Sun or Moon. Because your Sun and Moon is what's inside of you. You have your Sun and Moon, and your rising is outside of you. It is like your body. I like to interpret the rising as your body. It is something outside of you. I can see my body, but it is something I'm wearing. It is something other people see, but I'm not seeing my face. This is like the rising. Your face is your rising sign, like your rising sign. It's even like a sign to your face. You know what I'm saying? You can see your face, but others can't see your face. You can't see your face, but others can see your face. But you yourself are not your face. You don't give a fuck about your face. Well, nowadays, that's like a different story. But it is not something you possess like your Sun or Moon. You don't do your rising. You don't give a fuck about your rising. You could give a rat's flying ass about your rising, basically. I could give a rat's flying ass about being like a Cancer. I could be a rat's flying ass about being like a crab. And I'm saying I could give a rat's flying ass about this shit. But talking about my venting story, because my live stream is over and I just like to talk shit. Oh, that felt good. So yeah, all my life, I've attracted people who needed help, which is not bad, as I was saying. But people don't want help. They just want their emotions to be catered to, I figured. Every human I met never wanted help. They never truly give a fuck about advice. Unless for females. Unless for girls. Because when I was talking to girls, they took my advice seriously and practiced my advice out, and I saw how it helped them. I saw how it changed their lives. Like anytime I was kicking game, all the females was practicing what I was preaching. But when it comes to like my homies who needed advice, it turned weird. It turned zesty. It turned somebody needing me as an emotional crutch, needing me as like a comfort, a pillow. As gay as it sounds, you get it? And I don't understand how a man seeks comfort in another man. The fuck? I don't understand. I'm not social like that, man. I'm a double fire sign. I'm not social like that. I'm not here, mixy with people. Ask Tunnel Vision. Ask the man Tunnel Vision. We are not mixy and mingly like that, man. Oh, there was like a fly. We are not people. We're not people person, us fire signs. We could give a rat's flying ass about relating and talking to people, so it's even more weird when a full-blown man seeks you as some sort of shield for comfort. Flashbacks. But all my life I've been a teacher. When I was coming out my mama's ass, the doctor was like, Mello, my wife was cheating on me with 3 refugees. Mello, my dick can't get hard. Mello, help me please. I'm losing my hairline. The doctor was like saying this as soon as I came out my mama's ass. I kid ya not, man. I kid ya not. You're like the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my whole life was like me being 14 years old, and I was. Oh, I was. No! The weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I was 14 or 13 years old, and I was having some dialogue with a man who was like 22 at that time, who wanted to himself. And he seeked advice from me to not himself, you know what I'm saying? For not ending himself. Which was like the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. A 13-year-old dude stopping a full-blown 22-year-old man from himself. What is wrong with people? Why can't y'all be self-sufficient? And on top of that, when y'all encountering somebody who's able to give you advice, you don't give a damn about that advice, you just want emotional comfort. Now what? Now what, ladies and gentlemen? Now what? Now what? Now what, ladies and gentlemen? Imagine you depend on somebody. You can't sustain that dependability to make yourself comfortable. Everything you depend on, externally speaking, you can't maintain that shit. So if that person leaves, you seek somebody else to depend on. And when that person leaves, you seek somebody else to depend on. External things can't be maintained as a sheet of comfort. So nowadays, if I see a man trying to be clingy towards me, I crash out on them immediately. I'm a very nice person, but don't try my patience. Please don't try my patience. I'm a double fire sign. Don't try my patience. If I see bullshit, I roast you for that shit. I roast you for that shit. And Lord forbid, I might throw hands. I might slap the shit out of you. I might beat your ass if it's going far enough. I will do that shit. I will do that shit. I will do that shit. Trust me, I will do that shit. Nowadays, if I see full-blown men who seek emotional comfort from me, I roast them. And Lord forbid, I might beat their ass if they're doing too much. If they're like next to me physically. Because some people need a slap to come back in reality. Some people need to receive a left hook from Melo to come back to reality. Because people are people, and let's just leave it at that, man. People are people. People are people. But this is like my traumas. This is like my trauma. Seriously, attracting people who ain't shit, who don't want to be shit, yet they cling on to me. Hence, I don't fuck with people. Hence, my Sagittarian moon is like far away from people. I'm far away from people, and trust me when I say this. I'm very desired in my life. All my life, I was able to make friends, romantic partners, and whatnot. All my life, people liked me, loved me, adored me, but it becomes weird at some point, because damaged people, it's a spiritual thing. A damaged person, when they encounter somebody who is not damaged, they are like in awe and oohs and awe, so amazed, and they worship that person. Let's just say you are somebody who's fine. You are fine, normal person, not like in the physical type of sense. Let's just say you are fine mentally speaking. You are like, you got yourself together. You are like strong, you have a purpose, you're not mentally ill, you have angles to attack mental issues, all of that sweet shit. By default, you attract people who ain't on that timing. You attract people who ain't all fine and dandy on the inside. It is like a doctor. A doctor attracts sick people. A beautiful light attracts dirty insects, which are like feeding for that light. The same shit applies to humans in character. When you have beauty on the inside, you attract ugliness. Because ugliness seeks you, and ugliness worships you once you are beauty. Once you are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, keep that shit in mind. When you are healed, when you are like beautiful, when you have a nice spinning solar plexus, beyond you being like a Leo or Aries. Because Leo and Aries have like good tendencies to have a nice solar plexus by default. Especially Aries. Well, Leo as well, because they both share the sun. A higher octave Leo and a higher octave Aries, by default, manifest people who adore them, who worship them, who treat them as a god. Because if you have yourself together, beyond you being an Aries or Leo, it goes for everybody. You could be like a goddamn Aquarius or Libra. The sun could follow like the sun could be away in your chart. It doesn't matter what you are, beyond you being an Aries, Leo, and whatnot. If you are a healed person, if you have a nice character, if you have things going on in your life, you attract people who are the opposite, because opposites attract. Listen to the white girls. Listen to the white girls. Listen to the snow bunnies preaching on TikTok. Opposites attract. Law of attraction. Listen to the snow bunnies. Listen to the white girls. Listen to the snow bunnies. They are 24/7 preaching on Instagram. Yeah, opposites attract. Yeah, opposites attract. So what makes you think this is not applying for your life? Opposites attract. If you are the shit, you attract people who ain't. Listen to my venting session. All my life I've attracted people who ain't shit because I am the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cameron. You said makes sense. I appreciate the knowledge. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you for tuning in. Your support is greatly appreciated. Shout out to Tunnel Vision. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Open Third Eye Beans. And by the way, Tunnel Vision has a channel too, everybody. He's like dope as hell, man. He's like me, if not even better than me, man. He's dope. He's dope, man. He's dope. I recommend Tunnel Vision. You know what I'm saying? Great guy, man. Great guy. Shout him out. No homo pause. No homo pause. No homo pause, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I have like a trauma of being considerate to people. Not talking about you, Tunnel Vision, but in general. My ass ain't shit, man. My ass ain't shit because, as I was saying, when I was giving somebody some sort of praise and whatnot, people became dependable and they were sticking around to my life or like inside of my goddamn space, feeding for more. It's like if you give a crackhead an ounce of crack for free, guess who's knocking on your door tomorrow? Open up! Open up! Open up! If you give somebody crack for free, guess who's knocking on your door, feeding for some more crack tomorrow? You do the math. Not math. You do the math as like in mathematics. No pun intended. No pun intended. You do the math, not the math. You do the math, not crystal math. You do the mathematics, not math, crystal math. You do the math. You do the motherfucking math, man. You know what I'm saying? You do the math. Who's knocking on your door 24/7? If you give them free crack, and it goes for people too. If you give somebody free validation, if you give somebody free praise, guess who's knocking on your door tomorrow too? It's me! Open up! Oh, some more! Man, be careful who you give praise to. Don't be an asshole for no reason, okay? Don't be no dickhead for no reason. But be careful who you give praise to. Be genuine. Be honest. Be honest. If you're honest, you have no issues. Because when you're honest, you only like what you genuinely like. You only give praise towards things you genuinely like. But if you're fake, you give praise to anything. Yeah, ooh, but don't be like this. Have boundaries. Have motherfucking boundaries. This is what Leos can learn, not Aries, because Aries already have like boundaries, but Leos are like, I like to interpret Leos as a social Aries, as weird as it sounds, but Aries is like, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a red's flying ass. But Leo also is saying, I don't give a red's flying ass, but people are around the Leo by default. A Leo is more social than an Aries, but for their own selfish reason, you see? They are like a social Aries, a social narc, if you will. Because a Leo has the goddamn Libra sextile. They are automatically relatable. This is what the Aries archetype might lack because they oppose Libra. A Leo is automatically relatable. You know what I'm saying? And this makes them a relatable narc. Yeah, it makes them a relatable narc because Leo will only relate if it's of their own benefit, if they can profit. A Leo will only relate if they can get something out their shit. But they are willing to holy shit. A Leo is willing to relate. A Leo is willing to talk to people, but an Aries straight up ain't. This is what makes Leo a relatable Aries, per my subjective definition. You get it? I think y'all know what I'm pointing towards. But if the Leo sees a potential benefit through relating towards somebody, they will do it. But then Aries will refuse that shit. It is like, oh, this is like Aries' worst nightmare. All my homies been Aries. All my childhood homies been either Aries moon or Aries sun sign. So I know all about that shit. My mama say Aries. My mom say Aries. So this is like an Aries' worst nightmare. If, let's just say, an Aries needs something and you have what the Aries needs, they still won't reach out to you. They still won't relate to you. It's like this, man. Let's just say you are an Aries and you need $10,000 and you see somebody who has $10,000. An Aries would refuse to relate to that person who has what they need. They will straight up refuse, because Aries likes to make it themselves. See, an Aries has like some sort of, not, I don't want to say trauma, but it's like an Aries thing. Only Aries understand. Only Aries understand. If you can't produce it yourself, it is as good as not having it. When you can't make it yourself, it is as good as not having it. So even if you're able to get it through relating, it is not, it doesn't feel right for the Aries. But a Leo is different. If you are a Leo and you see somebody who has what you need, you will relate to them. You will reach out, but still for your selfish reason, but still for your own benefit. It is not genuine. It is still coming from a self-centered space. This is like a difference and similarity in Aries and Leo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Aries and Leo actually get along very great. They get extremely well along. I would even say Leo and Aries, nah, maybe, yeah, Aries' best relationships are like Scorpios, Leo, and Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is also a fire sign. But I would say number one is like Scorpio, number two is like Leo, number three is like Sagittarius, and the rest is like debatable. Because Leo, I've been a Leo. I said I've been a Leo as I converted like into like a goddamn air sign also. I am a Leo. And all my life. Me just being me. Like I remember this clear as day. My first day of school, I was just all out and about because nobody knew nobody. And I was just talking to people and I was just being myself. And I attracted an Aries sun sign who like manifested to be my best homie throughout like school. Because Aries like a person who's explosive. They like a person who's like outrageous and like wilding, because Leos are like wilding. Leos are wild. You see how I act, man. Sometimes I stick my damn dick in this camera. Sometimes I'm giving my phone shots there. Okay, oh fuck. Damn. My fucking god, man. Back shots were so crazy I ended my live stream almost. see, I'm like outrageous. I'm like a wilding ass person. And Aries likes this shit. Aries likes really nobody, but if they like people who are like not afraid, who are no cowards, who are no shitheads, who are no timid ass people, who can be themselves. You gotta shout out to Cameron, man. Shout out to Cameron. Backshots give out 24/7. Yeah, boy's like a goated backshot giver, man. What you know about my backshots game? What you know about my backshots game? I want to demonstrate what you know about them. What you know about them, man? What you know about them? Doesn't make it any better that I'm a Scorpio South North, man. You know what I'm saying? Nasty ass, man. Damn, my phone. Hey, my phone is about to die. Where's my charger? My phone will not die on me the second time. Where the fuck is my charger? I swear. Oh, there we go. Because an Aries likes a person who's like outrageous and like, I guess, confident enough to be themselves. And this is what Leo does. As good as nobody else. Unless you talk about Aries. But you see, Aries and Leo manifest great friendships. I don't know so much about romantic endeavors, because every Aries I met romantically, it was like a pleasure thing, a lust type of thing, but it never really lasted. Because we were too similar. You know what I'm saying? Because I've met an Aries sun girl, we was pretty close. But we weren't like as in love with each other as a romantic relationship would normally play out as. And once I've met another Aries girl, it was like cool. He was like flirty-murty and whatnot. He was like, yeah, I guess little lovebirds, but it never really was as clingy. Well, now that I think about it, it was a relationship, but it was not a clingy relationship because two fire signs don't establish a clingy relationship, and this is what we love. Because thinking back, out of all of my romantic endeavors, the most fun I had with like fire signs, other fire signs, especially Aries girls, because not so much other Leo suns and Sages, Sag woman, more like Aries woman, because I don't have Aries in my chart as far as like my sun and moon. But that's that, man. I think I will head out for now. We're like 1.5 hours in. It was great fun as always. I appreciate y'all guys so much for tuning in. And I will make an open panel. I always say I will make an open panel soon, but I'm gonna give 100, man. I just love talking about myself and I just love talking about me and just talking alone. I just love that shit. I'm an anti-social fire sign at the end of the day, man. I'm an anti-social fire sign at the end of the day, man. But I promise tomorrow I will make an open panel if I have time because my schedule is very tight. It is 12 p.m. for me right now. It is after midnight because I don't have time throughout the day to make live streams. But I guarantee and I promise to all of you, I will make an open panel in my next live stream, okay? I promise that shit. Pinky promise. With that being said, I fucks with you, no homo. I appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to Open Third Eye Beats. Shout out to my guy Tunnel Vision, no homo post. And shout out to Cameron. Shout out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Y'all stay safe. And I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate you for rewatching, man. Thank you, time. Enjoy the goddamn life, man. It was a lot, man. It was a lot. It's always a lot with me. I have like 10,000 million different talking points. It is always a lot, man. But I will head out, man. Peace.